So this is my build video. I've been meaning to build this, or to record this video for a while, and quite honestly, it's just been too cold. I did record a few parts of it a while back, and I didn't do a very good job of it. So I recorded some more earlier today. I think I did a better job. I'll do a voiceover of that before as I put it on here, as I include this in this video. But kind of as an intro, I wanted to talk a little bit about living in my van. This is my Dodge Caravan, 2005, and I really quite like it. As you will see in the footage I'll show you here in a few minutes, it's quite spacious, but not too spacious. Like, it's not huge. I have a good place to sleep. I have a good place to sit in this chair right here. This is where I spend most of my time when I'm on calls with clients or friends or other people. When I'm working, I'm in this chair. The diesel heater, right beside it, it's installed in the stow and go compartment in the floor, as you'll see in the video. And it pumps its air right at my feet when I'm sitting in this chair, which keeps the whole van nice and warm. It's the most open space in the van. There's a lot of traffic driving by, so I'm not sure if that'll interrupt the video. I tried to do this earlier in the day, but it didn't turn my mic on. And we'll see if this one does a good recording or not. But here I am, living in my van, and I quite like it. It's got lots of space. I got bins under the bed. I put the bed platform up fairly high so that I could put bins under the bed. It means I can't sit up on my bed platform, but that's not what I want the bed for anyway. I want the bed to sleep on. I'm only ever in that bed to go to sleep. The rest of the time I'm sitting in this chair here, or I'm out and about doing things. I sit in coffee shops. I sit in a library sometimes. I have a Jackery, and I don't yet have solar power for it. Hopefully that's coming soon. And so I sit in the library or coffee shops to charge my Jackery and to use their Wi-Fi and do some work. Creating content for this channel, obviously, but also for my coaching business. And yeah, I'm really having fun, both with the channel and with living in my van. I'm really enjoying this. There's been struggles, there's been, ups and downs, but it's in the end, overall, it's been a great time. I'm loving this. Living in my was everything I dreamed it would be. So as far as the van build is concerned, I built my bed platform with a 2x4, not a 2x4, a piece of plywood. I got them to cut 17 inches off the end of it and then split the rest down the middle. So it's 2 feet wide. And it's, 8 feet minus 17 inches, so 6.5 feet long. And it works. It's exactly what I need. I don't need it to be too wide. 2 feet wide is plenty. I don't have a foam mattress on it yet. I just use several layers of blankets and bedding. I will get a foam mattress for it soon, but I don't have one yet. That's okay. And I think I'll show you in the video. There's the first bin under my mattress, under my bed, is my food bin. A couple of extra toiletries in there too, but mostly just food and cooking utensils. I don't do much for cooking. I mostly just eat ready prepared foods and that kind of stuff. I do, like I said, I do go into the coffee shops once in a while, so I'll eat there also. Maybe I'll do a food prep video a little later, another time. Probably not for a few weeks, because it'll be cold again here for the next couple of weeks. Today was the warmest day we're going to have this month by a long shot, so I wanted to make sure I filmed something today. And I did. I got a lot of it filmed, and so I'll show you the rest of the footage. I'll show you what we've done, and I'll show you what I recorded. I'll show you the bed, the build itself, and I'll talk you through it as I do that. And I'll see you in a minute. This is my 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan that I have named the Nexus Zero. It's the place I've been working and living for the past 3 months. I've been running my coaching business for 6 years now, and in the last 3 months, I've been doing that from this van. So I'm going to show you some of the features that I've built into this van, that I have done to this van to make it a suitable place for me to live and work. I've optimized it somewhat over the last 3 months. So let's get started. First of all, there's the driver's side of the build. That's my food bin right there where I store all my food. Just above it is the bed, as you can see the blanket there. And on the bed, I have that table desk thing that during the day I store a lot of stuff on my bed. And here's a better picture of my bed with some of my clothes. Excuse the mess in here. You can see my pillow back at the back end there. I got a bunch of stuff stored back there. Clothes, tools, things like that. And yeah, then I got my chair and office on the far side here. Let's go around and take a look at the office from the office side, from the passenger side of the vehicle. And I can show you, what it looks like for me to work all day, where I actually do most of my work, and or if I'm watching movies or videos or something. So right here is my desk. This is the back of the driver's seat that I put my laptop on and work from. This is the control seat, the chair. That's the second row seat that I work in, that I sit in when I'm working or watching videos or sitting entertaining. Here is my bed. Excuse my finger that's in the way there. Here's my bed, a better picture of that. And you can see my pillows at the back end there. I do store a lot of things on my bed, and like I said, excuse the mess. I had one warm day to film this video, and I didn't get a chance to clean it up first. So yeah, this is the driver's seat, the cockpit area. I didn't modify that very much, obviously for obvious reasons. That's where I drive. And let's go back around to the driver's side, and I'll show you a couple of other things too. So in the driver's side here, there's another view of the cockpit, but here's the classic one-person vehicle thing. We store a lot of our stuff on the driver's seat or on the passenger seat. For me, it's been Reflectix and storage for all kinds of things. Things that I need while I'm driving and don't often need as often while I'm just working. And so let me show you my diesel heater. This is my diesel heater setup. I propped up the bed on a board so I could open up that little cubby down there. This is the stow and go compartment that the second row seat that would normally stow into when you fold it down on the driver's side of the vehicle. I stored my diesel here, I installed my diesel heater down in here to keep it out of the way and out of the sight from everything else in the van. You can probably see that I've piped the exhaust out the side of the van, and rather than below, because it's too low to go out below. But there's my battery, my fuel pump, and my diesel heater. So there's the build part. All right, so now that I've showed you the build itself, maybe some of the things that I say will make more sense. Of course, I don't do much in the front seat. That's where I drive, obviously, but I do store some things on the passenger seat. That's where a lot of my Reflectix sits when it's not in the windows. I do have Reflectix for every window in the van, all of them, and I do put them up just about every time I'm parking for the night. And in fact, many nights I'm at a coffee shop all night. There's a couple of coffee shops that I like to park at that are all-night coffee shops. I like to work all night, especially when it's cold outside. I prefer to sleep during the day, be in my van during the day when it's a little warmer, and then just leave my diesel heater off at night while I'm in the coffee shop working or in the library working. So my build is kind of set up for me to sit in the van all day if I really want to. When I'm on calls, I do virtually all my calls in the van, as I said earlier. So yeah, I'm sitting in my van a lot, and then I charge my Jackery in the coffee shops, and I bring it back out to the van to charge the battery that runs the diesel heater. That's the biggest reason I have the Jackery, is to charge the battery that runs the diesel heater. Soon enough, I'll have a solar panel for that. But for now, that's what I'm doing. And the diesel heater's installed underneath the stow and go compartments right behind the driver's seat. That's the side my bed's on. But the stow and go compartment underneath my passenger side, like right where I'm sitting, this stow and go compartment here, this is mostly a fridge. I moved into my van in early December, so it's been winter. It's been cold. Early December, or December was one of the coldest Decembers we'd had on record. So that's where my food goes. My perishable food, at least anyway, is in the quote unquote fridge. It's not actually a fridge. It's just I might call it the Canadian fridge 2.0. I made some videos a couple of months ago about the Canadian fridge where I had the food just on the roof of my van because it was cold. And of course it froze. Lots of it froze. But since I started putting it in the stow and go compartment, it doesn't freeze anymore, but it does stay pretty close to freezing. It is fridge temperature for sure. Maybe not today. Today it probably got a little warmer in there, but so it won't work over the summer to use that as a fridge. But throughout the winter and for the next few months or for a few weeks, it will still work because it won't get up to these kinds of temperatures on a regular basis until sometime in April. So, I got a fridge, I got a heater, I got a bed, I got a chair. You've probably seen on some of my other shorts that this is how I set up my office. So I have my chair here this is my office chair, my living room couch. It's my everything I sit in. This is it. And then on the back of the driver's seat right here is where I set up my laptop when I work in my van, and that's my office. So it's literally where I sit all day when I'm working, when I'm playing games or watching YouTube or whatever. I'll even set my phone up on the window here, so that I can just watch movies on my phone or watch YouTube on my phone. So it really is just all centered around this chair, and the only time I'm not in this chair is when I'm outside the van or sleeping. It really is designed that way, and it works well for me. As we get warmer, as the weather gets warmer, I will be spending more time outside the van, outside doing things. It's Canada. I'm in Canada. It's cold. It was 30 and even sometimes 35 below in December and January. A couple of times in February too. Now it's March, so it's not going to be as cold, and it's supposed to be close to freezing throughout the day, and then probably 10 below freezing at night, which is pretty normal for March. And so I won't need a fridge just yet, but I'll have to think about something other than storing my perishables down there come April, May, because it won't last as long. It won't be as cold down there. But this is my build, and I hope you're interested. I hope you see something that you like, or maybe if you have some suggestions or questions, or let me know. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. So yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate the engagement and questions and comments that you guys have given on my shorts and my one other long form video that I've done so far. Hopefully this one gets a few views and helps you all out. I'll talk to you in my next video.